Well, it looks like Crystal Dynamics is in some hot water with fans. Marvel's Avengers is just getting a nerf. That's right. The new update for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X is just around the corner, and with that, well, becomes a bigger grind for XP. Fans kind of had a bit of an uproar, but the developers took to the blog over at Reddit to explain a couple things and why they're going to do this. To me, still doesn't make any sense. The dev team took to their Reddit blog to post, "We wanted to offer more clarification and details on the recently announced XP change. We did not change XP to increase grind for grind's sake. Our initial blog was not comprehensive enough to convey what we were doing and why, so we caused confusion. We get it. So what are we doing and why? Currently, as you get to the higher levels, the XP required between levels didn't scale well, but your ability to crush enemies certainly does speed up at the higher levels. So you could end up leveling up, dinging, as they would call it, 2 to 3 times per mission, with missions taking about 10 to 20 minutes. Okay, so let's break it down. What's going on right now is they feel that we are scaling up too fast and getting rewarded too quickly with us having the ability to understand what's happening with the game, getting used to the new powers and upgrades that we're gaining. So they made it a little bit different and are going to extend the grind so that when we do level up, we can get experience those new upgrades without all the confusion and misguided efforts as to why we're there and what we're doing. And that way we're not missing a power that we might have already received. Either way, at the end of the day, what are we even grinding for? Well, stick around in this week's episode because the guys and I talk about Avengers, because maybe this could be Anthem 2.0.
I've got some pretty exciting news, guys. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are back in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, a new game coming to PC and consoles, just announced from the team that actually came out with Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. So we know that side-scrolling pedigree is there because that game is absolutely solid. So if they can bring those mechanics into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, I think that's going to be absolutely amazing. The fact that we're getting co-op, 4-player co-op, is going to be a ton of fun here. The fact that you can just jump in and play as your favorite turtles, switch between them, it just brings you back to that 1991 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. That was just an absolutely blast of a game. It's just, you know what? I love the fact that the Ninja Turtles are back. I was a huge fan as a kid. I know they've kind of come through generations. They've changed their looks, but we're going back to that retro feel. So honestly, I can't wait for some more details about this game because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are back. Cowabunga, dudes.
So today, I am unfortunately the bearer of bad news in regards to V1 Interactive officially closing its doors. Now, these guys, they developed most recently Disintegration. Drew and Scott, they reviewed it on the show last year, and they actually had a really good time with it. The story was pretty cool. It's got this first-person shooter and real-time strategy elements blended together. And like I said, those guys, they actually really liked it. Now the community, unfortunately, I guess they didn't quite receive it as well. The multiplayer, it died within 3 months of being released. And V1 Interactive, they've been completely transparent the entirety of this journey. So moving forward, I'm pretty happy about this because they actually gave their workers some time to find another job. None of these people have immediately lost their job, and I'm going to say this because most recently Google Stadia, they kind of really dropped the bomb on their employees. So at least, you know, V1 Interactive, they didn't just close their doors and everyone's out of a job during a crazy pandemic. They have some stuff to work on moving forward. So at least there's that.
You've probably finished The Last of Us Part 2 already. Well, considering it did launch almost a year ago now, coming up on June 19th, just a few months away, it's been a long time. You may have even been in it twice. So what's next? Well, Neil Druckmann teased that more is coming down the pipeline. We definitely know a show is on the way. Joel and Ellie have been cast. That looks pretty cool. But what's next for the game? Are we getting DLC? Well, sounds like we're getting multiplayer. A position over at Naughty Dog has been spotted for an economy designer. We're looking for a passionate multiplayer economy designer who can help us create avenues for self-expression for our players, ensure robust longevity to our games, and give our players great rewards to strive for. The job description continued, and the requirements were to design and tune game economy and progression, and collaborate extensively with the live operations teams to optimize economy and response to players' needs. So what does this mean for The Last of Us Part 2? Well, we don't really know. It's very little, to be honest, to go off of. Yeah, multiplayer is coming, which is great, because if you played the first one, the multiplayer was actually very unique. So I'm kind of excited to see where they're going to take this one. But from the sounds of things, maybe another battle pass could be in the way and coming for multiplayer for The Last of Us Part 2. Is this something you're looking forward to? Let us know inside thegame.ca.
It's time to pull out your phone because I have a date for you to set in your calendar. That's right, on March the 18th this year, Square Enix will debut its very first digital showcase that will last for approximately 40 minutes. Now here's a rundown of what to expect. First off, there will be a world premiere of the next game in the critically acclaimed and award-winning Life is Strange series. The show will also feature trailers, gameplay, videos and announcements for the following: Outriders, which comes out on April the 1st. Balan Wonderworld, which arrives on March the 26th. The ongoing celebration for the 25th anniversary of Tomb Raiders. Marvel's Avengers by Crystal Dynamics. An upcoming action shooter, Just Cause Mobile. A new mobile game announcements from the award-winning Square Enix Montreal studio. And a look at a few of the whimsical games from Square Enix sister company, Taito. I have to say, I'm really looking forward to this event, as there's a few things that really caught my eye. I'm very interested in the world premiere of the next series of The Life is Strange. But I'm also very curious about Crystal Dynamics' Marvel's Avengers, as me and the guys sat down and discussed where the future holds for Marvel's Avengers and whether there is enough content, and also the new thing of them bringing up the XP, making it harder to get rewards, so you have to do a lot more grinding. So it'd be very interesting to see what Crystal Dynamics will actually bring to the war table.